be about 50 minutes total, and then the final song, the cool down song, you can go for as long as you want. You got the main set, and you have the warm up, you have the main set. So our warm up will be 17 minutes, and the first 6 minutes of that warm up is just easy riding. So let's get that started. When you're ready, we're gonna just hit the first song on the playlist, which is Flight Facilities. And then you just want to get a nice cadence under your legs, like anything between 85 and 100, just to turn the legs over, just no bouncing in your saddle. Go ahead and hit that first song, and let's take a deep breath. Gently start to shake the head from side to side. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Just take a moment to see how your body is feeling today. Every day is different. I'm hoping my body feels better today than it did yesterday when I went riding and was kind of like, yeah, no, again today. I guess we worked a little bit harder. That hike, I got the data even from my phone, my shitty old phone. I was like, oh, we walked 7 miles? So that beautiful hike, 7 miles, I was tired afterwards, right? It's amazing. All right. So once again, begin to connect with your breath. And, we've got another 5 minutes here. And in about 2 minutes or so, if you're feeling like you're starting to warm up, we're gonna add a little bit more resistance, but we're not gonna go out of the comfort zone in these first 6 minutes. Something that's important for me, and that I always suggest when we do rides, is to start to set a goal for yourself today. It could be anything. Why are you here today? Why are you riding? What do you want to get out of it? And more importantly, what are you willing to put in to get those results? Because it's going to get uncomfortable. But that's just kind of a metaphor for life, right? We learn to get a little more comfortable with the uncomfortable here. Everything in life gets easier. That's sort of my philosophy. So, take a few moments here. Then coming up, we're gonna have some pushes. So the structure of today's class is really to work on endurance. And sometimes it's the hardest training to do because we have a tendency a lot of times to wanna go super hard and then take it all off, right? I can do that, 30 seconds, I got it, I'm gonna get full recovery. That's not today's class. In fact, once we get out of the warm-up, you're gonna be doing about 6.5 minutes steady, without a break. I shouldn't say steady, without a break. And inside that work, we're gonna have mini attacks because we wanna teach the body how to get more efficient at working and then going right back into that active recovery or moderate zone. So the focus today is gonna be zones 2 and 3. And I'll just clarify how I look at my zones. I teach on zone from 1 to 5. We're in 1 now. You can breathe in and out of your nose. You can have a conversation. You can do this all day long. Zone 2, moderate. Starting to feel like work, but again, B and Jada could continue to talk, right? That would be something that they could comfortably do. That is where your recovery is gonna be. So it's an active recovery. Then we're gonna work with zone 3. That is that sweet spot. I describe it as hard, that feeling, I could work harder, but I'd rather not work that hard. We all know that feeling, right? There's no pain, there's no burning. You could have a conversation, but it would start to sound a little breathy. And last but not least, zone 4 today. That's where Laura's been working with you guys, right at that threshold. And that's only gonna be at the end. Just little pushes as we get to the top of these hills. So you're gonna think of it this way. You're going up a hill, you're gonna see a cyclist in front of you, you wanna catch that cyclist, then you sit back into your rhythm and recover on their wheel, and you're gonna do it again. First 2 are practice, final one, race time. All right, so you got another minute 50 here. If there's anything you like to do while you're warming up, if it feels good to stretch, to sit up, to add some shoulder rolls in, this would be the time. It's also a good time to start to add a tiny bit of resistance. But let's get our form down first before we go back into it. So everyone sit up. I want you to lengthen your arms in front of you, retract the shoulder blades down the back, neutral spine, chin is neutral. All you're gonna do is bend at the waist now. And you should be right in that perfect form. Let's see how long that lasts throughout the class. All right, one more minute here. And then we're gonna approach the base of our first hill. We're gonna add resistance, and we're all gonna settle into a moderate climb. For 30 seconds there, then you're gonna stand, accelerate, and then you're gonna come back. So we're gonna practice mini pushes to get your body ready and your mind ready for the rest of class. So in 30 seconds, the song is just gonna turn over and you're gonna hear the beat change. It's gonna be more a 65 to 70 RPM. Now I know some people don't come up for attacks. You could do all your attacks in the saddle. Standing is always optional in my class. It's about the work, yeah? All right. So here we go, that song is starting to turn over. I want you to add, and if you haven't found something that feels a little sticky, a little moderate, add it now. You might want to add a tiny bit more. Really slow those legs down, 60 to 70 RPMs. 1, 2, 1, 2. 15 seconds, we're gonna just come out of the saddle, pick our legs up for 30 seconds, just get a little uncomfortable, and then come right back here. Here we go. First push, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, pick it up, in or out of the saddle. Hips directly over the pedals, hands in front of you. Relax the face and jaw. Heart rate should be picking up. Breath rate should be picking up. 15 more, you're gonna sit down, right back to tempo. Hill's still there. We're just easing up. 4, 3, 2, right back to that steady climb. 1, 2, 45 seconds here. Slightly more recovery in the beginning. Then it's gonna get more intense, and we're gonna flip the recovery and work for the last song in the warm-up. Breathe. Catch that beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, if you stood up and it felt easier, add a little more resistance before you get up this time. Because when you add your body weight, it gets easier. Here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit more for shits and giggles. What the hell? 4, 3, 2, 30 seconds, accelerate. How smooth can you make it? If you haven't gotten uncomfortable at all, add a little more or accelerate, 10 more seconds. We should all be breaking a sweat. 3, 2, 1. One more time, right back to tempo. Grab a quick drink if you need. This is moderate. In 40 seconds, we're gonna add same RPMs, but we're gonna start in that zone we were just pushing in, right approaching zone 3. You got 3 attacks coming up into this to get you to the top of the hill, and then you got 3.5 minutes recovery. So coming up, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to do the hardest work so far today. Option to go breathless if you want for the last 10 seconds. That's it. All right, here we go. Hold the RPMs, reach down, start to find a little stickier hill seconds till we attack again. Imagine you see this road in front of you. What is at the top? This time, when we attack, we should be close to that level 3+. Coming up on 4, starting to feel a little burn. Get ready, stay in your saddle. This time, just pick the legs up. 3, 2, push. You gotta get somewhere faster. Maybe it's 3 RPMs, maybe it's 8. Upper body stays relaxed. This should feel like the hardest work so far, but you'd have another 2 levels after this. Halfway. This time we're going to come out of the saddle for the active recovery. 5, 3, 2. Ease it up. Come on up. Keep climbing. Don't touch anything. You should want to back a little off. We got 2 more of those. Now you know it's coming. Can you push a little harder on the next one? Can you find a little burn? 4, 3, 2, sit, push. Dig deep, big round pedal strokes. This should burn. That's your level 4. Lactate threshold. Heavy breathing. 11.5 minutes into this warm-up. You should be breaking a sweat. All right, here we go. Ease it up for the final time. Stand up. This is your final attack. 30 seconds. Very hard to max if you feel good, knowing you got 3 minutes to back off afterwards. What's gonna feel good now? I want you to see a bike up the road. You have 30 seconds to catch and pass them and take the first checkpoint. In 5, in or out of the saddle, where are you most powerful? Find it. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds, pick it up. Get to the top of that hill. Worst case, you burn out early, so what? 20 seconds. I know some of us need to modify. The rest of you, no excuses. 15 seconds, can you give a little bit more? Then you're gonna back it all off. One last kick for 5, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, back it off, flush it out, grab a drink. Woo-wee! Well done, warm-up's done. Since we're gonna be doing a lot of hill work today, attacking through hill, keep that RPM nice and high in between, minimum 85. Great time to take a posture break if you haven't. Take a quick drink and get ready to settle in. 6.5 minutes of work coming up. So the rest of the class is broken down into 6.5 to 7 minutes of work with 3 to 3.5 minutes recovery in between. So we already prepped our body for what's going to be coming, but I'll just make it clear. You're starting in this moderate. You see a bike, you attack to hard like we did, come back to moderate, or you go backwards, attack to hard, come back to moderate, and then attack for the top. Now, as we go on, one thing will change. And anyone who's ever taken my class knows that if I'm going to take something away and add more of something, it's not going to be the easier work I'm taking away, or the hard work I'm taking away. So just know it's going to get more difficult by the end, and that's the point. All right, so this is what's really important, especially in a ride like today, staying actively working. So as soon as you can breathe in and out of your nose, you are recovered enough to add a little moderate resistance. Keep the body warm and burning fat. That to me is the only thing you only have to tell me. Oh, I'll burn more fat? Okay, I'm back in. So here's the structure of what's coming up. You have it in front of you. For the next, Sorry guys, I'm using a really old phone. So, okay. So, when the song turns over, we're going right into that hard work. That's the challenge. So you're gonna do 1 minute hard in zone 3. I'm uncomfortable, but I could work harder. Then you're just gonna ease up to zone 2. Then we're gonna go back to zone 3, zone 2, 3 plus, done. So now, everyone should start to add to moderate, prepare the body. If it recovers too much, it's not gonna wanna work again. So when the song turns over in exactly 1 minute and 10 seconds, we're off. If you need to modify for any reason, modify, but do not go so hard that you feel like you have to back it all off. That's not the point. If you're wearing a heart rate monitor, maybe your heart rate goes up 5 beats, 8 beats, but you feel it. Now I want you to overload the legs a little bit to start this, since we're gonna go right into that hard push. So start to add now and let those legs slow to about a 60 RPM, moderate resistance. Here we go. That first 1 minute push. Level 3, you can bring it out of the saddle. In, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, right into 1 minute hard. You got to the base of that hill, there's your first bike. And if you're at home, crank this song up because it's freaking awesome and I can't listen to it though. Find your rhythm. Smooth is fast. But that RPM should be a little faster. Try to get a 70 or 75. Remember this feeling. Challenging, but you don't have to back off. 10 more seconds. We sit down, we ease right back into a moderate climb. 3, 2, only take a little bit off. If you did it right, you should want to back more off right now. Breathe. Teach the body how to work just a little bit and recover at the same time. Next time we go, it's 1.5 minutes. So I'm adding 30 seconds. Oh, we could all use a little faith right now, right? Hopefully this song gets you up that hill. This song is starting to build. Get ready to go for it. This time, we start our attack in the saddle for the first 30 seconds. 30 in, 30 out, 30 in. In 5, gear it up, pick it up. 3, 2, 1, start to push. There's the back wheel of your next bike. Catch them. Hang in the saddle, we gotta work it in and out. We work slightly different muscle groups. 30 seconds in. Come on up, 30 seconds here. Don't let that effort drop. Oh, you're coming up on the halfway point. Getting closer to that bike. All right, final 30 seconds, rider's choice. Just finish it up. Don't work harder, just hang on. 30 seconds, you got them. This is tough. You are tougher. We're all gonna meet in zone 2 in 10 seconds. Moderate active recovery, you got them. 5, 3, 2, ease it up. Sit on their wheel, hang on. Suck in that oxygen. All right, kiddies, this is the big push. This is the big kahuna. In 45 seconds, you're gonna start to attack. 1 minute there, and that hard. And then you realize you gotta push harder for the final 30 seconds. You're not getting away enough. So the final 30 seconds, option to pick it up. You start in zone 3, you finish zone 4. You don't need to go breathless for these. I think I tell myself that more for me than for you guys. All right, 4 minutes and 15 seconds into this climb. I don't care if you held back or backed off at any point. Can you commit to 90 seconds? 3, 2, 1, load it up. This choice, work it in and out of the saddle as you like, as long as you hold on and you build. Thoughts come in, thoughts go out. Breathing, rhythm, commitment, stay the same. It's all over in 1 minute. That rider is still on your wheel. You haven't given it enough juice yet. Here we go. You're going for the sneak attack. Once you go, you unleash. In 8, 30 seconds. Get to the top of this hill first. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Explode to the top of that hill. Pull up on those pedals like you're ripping them off the cranks. 10 more seconds, one last kick. You can almost touch the top. 5, 3, 2, 1, done. Skip that song, back it off, recovery. Nice and easy, just keep the legs turning over. Well done. Flush it out. Don't worry, that heart rate may feel a little high right now, but you're gonna be okay, I promise. Close those eyes. Tune back into that body. You're approached the halfway point of class. How does your body feel different than when you got on this bike? What have you already gotten out of this class? What can you get out of the last, honestly, 14 minutes of work, no more than that. Remember the challenge to go back to moderate as soon as you can. Fat burning. All right, kids, now you practice it. Now you know what's coming. How can you make it better the next 2 times? There's only one difference. So you got 1 minute hard, 1 minute moderate, you did that. 1.5 hard, 1 minute moderate, you did that. Now, 1.5 zone 3 on 30-second zone 4. It's now 2 minutes instead of 1.5 minutes. So once again, we're going to be attacking as soon as the song turns over. So you have about 45 seconds to start finding a moderate hill in the saddle with a 60 RPM, just so you have something to attack through. If you attacked out of the saddle for the first minute last time, do the opposite. My favorite thing to say is like, think about what you want to do. Do the opposite, because that's what you need. Right, Laura? But I don't want to. Shit, it's exactly what I need. All right, we should all be in that moderate. 1 minute hard, 1.5 hard, 2 minutes very hard to max, 3 quarters through class. You're gonna be okay. Earn that big recovery. 6.5 minutes of work, 3 minutes of recovery. All right, get ready to skip that song. Gear it up, 1 minute. Opposite attack you did last time. I'm staying in the saddle. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Try and push that beat. First minute. Get that heart rate up. Lock in that core. Upper body is still, not stiff. Try to push it closer to a 75 to 80 RPM. So that all you do is slow those legs down back to moderate. Oh, that's the back wheels of the first bike. Let's start to move closer to third place. 10 seconds, you got them, but don't back it all off or you're going backwards. I'd rather see you stand up than touch that gear. 3, 2, 1. Ease it up, right back to moderate. Song is called Knock You Out. I want you to think about those obstacles that come into your head. Today's not the day. We're gonna knock them the fuck out. Boom, boom, knock. Get ready. 1.5 minutes of your life. Pass so quickly every day. Let's make this time count. If you attacked in the saddle, we're going out. Option to switch it up every 30 seconds. Where are you most powerful? Start there, then go where you don't like. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Knock it out. You gotta fight for the change you want. Nothing worth anything in life comes easy. You get tired of standing, you sit down. Tired of sitting, you stand up, but you don't give up. 1 more minute to go. Hop! If you feel uncomfortable, it's working. It is just the point you want to back off that change happens. 35 seconds. Actually see the back of that bike. You know when you catch them, it will get easier. but don't redline yourself. Work smart. 20 seconds. Smooth. Make sure those shoulders are not crawling up. Push. Hips under over the pedals. 10 more seconds. You got it. One last kick. Settle right behind them. 3, 2. Ease it up. Moderate. Try to hang on their wheel while you suck for wind. Woo-wee! Your body is primed for maximum results right now. 2/3 into this class. Everything you do from now on means so much more. So don't tune out, tune in. 30 seconds. This is the focus. 1.5 minutes, just like you did. 30 seconds to explode past the rider to the top. See the back wheels of first place. Burn it into your brain. Add that gear. Rider's choice, in or out of the saddle. But you gotta last just 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Take your fitness to the next level right here, right now. I'd rather you burn out early than finish with something left. Harder, better, faster, now. Do not focus on the discomfort. If you do, your body will want to give up. Find a mantra, distract yourself. For me, something like this works. I can, I will, I am. That's all I repeat every time I want to back off. All right, final minute. Be honest with yourself. Are you sure you have a minute left? If so, change something, create a little gap. You're coming around the bend. All that work, there they are. But there's no time for niceties when you get up to them. You're just gonna hit the gear and fly on by. Decide if you're gonna attack in or out of the saddle. If you're adding gear or just speeding up, commit now. You're off in 3, 2, 1, push, full recovery. You are side by side with that rider. Are you gonna let them get you at the top? Hell no. I dare you to pick it up. 10 seconds. Kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. Back it off. You're in your next recovery song. Well done. Yeehaw. I forgot how fun it is to sweat all over your phone and have the buttons go all crazy and shit on you. Yeah, Melissa, that's the face. That's the face. Now ride down the back of that hill. Oh, I don't know how many of you are old enough to know this song. I hope you can all hear this song now. We're on Return to Innocence, which is an Enigma song. And my story about that is that this song was becoming popular when I was starting to ride a bike. Drive a car, and I used to drive around all the time listening to this song. But now that I listen to the words, it's perfect. And we just heard my favorite part. Don't be afraid to be weak, but be proud to be strong. Because it's only when we face our weaknesses that we get stronger. So I want you to think about that when we go into this final hill. Feeling a little gutted from the first 2, right? Just take this time. You've got another minute here. Just don't drift off. Return to innocence. How are you guys feeling? You still with me? Thumbs up? Ooh, 2 thumbs up, B. Thank you. What people say, just to follow your own way. All right, so we're gonna go a little crazy in this last one. Because why the hell not? It's fitness. So, we got a little old school trance, a little Babylon going on, and you've already practiced. And the good news is you're not going to do any more work in terms of time. 6.5 minutes is still the deal. I just made a little tweak. So, 1 minute hard, 1 minute moderate. 1 minute hard, so it's no longer 1.5. I took that 30 seconds away. Where could I have put that 30 seconds? Out, at the end. So you are doing a 2.5 minute zone 3 to zone 4 push. Do the best you can. I always say this to people. What's the absolute worst that can happen? You burn out early? Who cares? It's not until we hit that level of ceiling that we can push through. If we always work below our abilities, our ceiling comes down to meet us. And nobody wants that. So tune back into that goal you set when you stepped onto this bike. What were you hoping to get out of this class? What can you do in the next 6.5 minutes to say you gave everything you had, no regrets, and move on with your beautiful day? That's it. 6.5 minutes, permanent results. Now, with a show of thumbs, are you worth it? Are you? Okay. I love when I ask that question and people look at me. I'm like, I don't know. You got to tell me. All right, here we go. So you know what's happening. Song turns over in 30 seconds. 1 minute hard. This time, first minute out of the saddle. We're going to do the whole second attack in the saddle. And then the final one, your choice. Start to gear it up. Get ready to turn that song over. We're going to hit the last song in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's catch that first bike. We had practice, right? We practiced with our teammates. This is the real deal. You're at the end of the race. You're in 4th place. We didn't come here for 4th. You pick these riders off. You take 1st place. You go home. When you're out of the saddle, I want you to think about pulling up on those pedals, shifting that weight side to side. The down will come naturally. Do not let a little voice inside your head tell you you can't. You listen to that voice, you're done. 20 more seconds. You're officially in 3rd. Ooh, you can almost feel their draft. 10 more seconds, it gets easier. 3, 2, you got him. Ease it up to moderate. Oh. You should be starting to fatigue a little bit. You should want to back more off. Trust that the body can recover here. Breathe. You can grab a quick drink if you need, especially if you're having trouble bringing your heart rate down. Water will help. All right. This time it's only 1 minute. Knowing that your second attack is 30 seconds less, can you work just a tiny bit harder? Tiny bit. We'll call it a 3, 3.5. Just starting to flirt with the burn. The harder you work now, the better you're going to feel when this is done. 3, 2, 1. Stay in the saddle. 1 minute. I know, Melissa. I want you to save it and unleash it on that last one. You actually burn a little too much energy out of the saddle. I don't want you burning that much yet. Does that pedal stroke still feel round? Are you pedaling in circles? Can you wiggle your fingers? Can you relax your face and jaw? Do not waste any energy that's not turning over the pedals. Right behind second place, you're slotting in. That final 2-minute active recovery coming. 4, 3, 2, ease it up wherever you need to be. 1 minute moderate. This is it. We have worked up to this moment the entire class. 2 minutes hard, 30 seconds blow it out. Victory. One last time, come back to that goal you set. We have 3 minutes left. There is nothing after this but pure recovery. 3 minutes. We launch in 30. Honestly, inside the saddle, you practice. Attacking in the saddle, attacking out. Probably best to mix it up right now, but your choice. I will count you down every 30 seconds. 2.5 minutes. Let's start in zone 3. In 5, get ready to catch that first place bike. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. Hup, hup. Charge up that hill. This is tough. You are tougher. But you have to believe you can do it. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Make little adjustments in the resistance as you come in and out of the saddle. But fight for the change you want. Seconds down. Take it 1 breath at a time, 1 pedal stroke at a time. Oh, look up the road. There they are. That's the wheels of our biggest competitor. Stealth-like, we're sneaking up. Here's the trick, kids. In order to win, you have to make them suffer. In order to make them suffer, you have to be willing to suffer. Are you very uncomfortable? Is the urge to back off massive? Is there burning in the legs and lungs? If so, you're exactly where you should be. 1 minute. Then you're going to do the unthinkable in 30 seconds. You're going to try to pick those legs up. There may not be anything left, but you'll never know unless you try. So commit to yourself right now. Don't think about it, just do, unless there's pain, dizziness, or nausea. Then you're done. Less than that. 30-second attack. 4, 3, 2, for the win. Go get them. Oh, you can almost touch them. There is no time for niceties. Maybe out of gear like Laura just did. Get out of that saddle. Go. You're passing them. You can hear them breathing down your neck. Don't back off. Not till you're through that line. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Well done. Work is done. Recovery begins. And it is just as important. Time to come down with a little dum-dum, girls. But before you let your mind get all active and crazy, just close your eyes one more time. Tune into your body. Acknowledge this amazing feeling after having pushed yourself that hard. Take a moment to be grateful that you have the body that allows you to do this. I always end my class with gratitude for being actually healthy enough to suffer. We think of it as torture a lot of times, but we do a little bit of this stuff, and with the quality of our life is there. So just keep that perspective and you'll keep coming back. Most importantly, you want to flush any of the lactic acid out, any burning feeling in the legs and lungs. That inhibits recovery. Also drink. Oxygen and water is your fuel until you can get real food into your body. Woo! That was fun. Teaching really is like riding a bike. Oh, I already lost 2 of them. So really important, guys, I always tell people to get good carbs and protein in your body within the next 30 to 40 minutes because your body's this big furnace right now and it's going to burn that all up and feed the body. The cruelest thing is this concept. You wait longer than that, your body has to turn it into glycogen and then return it back to use it again. So right now we want to use, it's not just about what you eat, it's when you eat it. Hydrate, hydrate. I feel like it's getting more humid here, eh?
Hey, Alie.
Hi, Laura.
I'm going to stop the recording, and then everybody can talk, but I just wanted to say thank you. That was a kick-ass ride.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity.